Hey guys, what is up? Me and Lydia are over here. We have a leg. This is her. This is her foot. And today we are talking about the Winchester that you have at home. This is the Winchester you have at home. This is the Rapid Fire Tech by Air Blaster / buzzbee, and it is an absolutely amazing piece of history, and it holds a very, very, very special place in my heart. I'm just gonna preface this now. As a Nerf blaster, as like an actual dart propeller, this is absolute trash. It averages 40 FPS with full lengths and 50 FPS with half lengths, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And it doesn't do that very fast or very well or very accurately at all. However, from an everything else standpoint, from a you can go and pick this up, well, you can't anymore, but you could have gone and picked this up just for the shell. This thing is absolutely top tier, and we're going to talk about that. So, starting at the front, we have this super, super, super cool muzzle. Moving back, we have this really nice grip that's really comfortable. Moving back again, we have this receiver with an ejection port and a mag. On the front of the mag here, there is a little injection molded button that you can press to remove the mag, and we'll talk about the mag actually a little bit later. Moving back again, we have a hammer. Question mark, what's that for? We'll talk about that later as well. The world's smallest trigger ever. It's tiny, and you really wouldn't notice it because it's a really comfortable and well-designed trigger. I honestly didn't even really notice how small it was until I looked at it. It doesn't feel small in your fingers. Moving back again, we have this all metal. This is metal. This is painted metal. Priming bar thing, which is really, really nice. Metal is an amazing thing to have, and the main reason why I don't like blasters like this, with the whole, sling fire priming action, is because the slings are usually really flimsy. This one is not, because it's made out of metal. And then we have this weird, kind of mare's leg grip, which is really, really comfortable, actually. It fits my hand really well. I have average size to small hands. And moving back, we have this really, really, really small stock that is impossible to use if you're an adult, and probably also impossible to use if you're a kid. So, just ignore that. But, yeah. That's the blaster. One thing I do want to note is that stickers on this side of the mag, but not where the other stickers are, which I think is weird. This also may not be the original blaster or the original mag that came with this blaster. I really feel like I vividly remember this having a dark blue mag, and I'm pretty sure they actually did a blue and white version of this as well that had a an orange mag, but I might be wrong, and if you know more, please correct me in the comments. But yeah, this thing is an absolute beast, and it's creaky and old, and we're going to talk about why it is, honestly, in my opinion, one of the best Nerf blasters ever released. And that's not even from a nerfing hobby perspective. Look at this shell, guys. This thing you could have picked up for, I think it was $25, and the way the shell breaks up and everything is super, super, super simple. This orange separates from this green and this yellow, and you can just tape it literally right here. Just throw some tape down there, right along this line here, spray paint it, and you have a wonderful, absolutely amazing, immersive, fully functioning LARP HPZ piece. This thing, it's amazing, and I've seen so many cosplays and LARPs utilize this exact shell to be able to, immerse the player more, and it's just such a versatile cosplay piece of plastic. Sometimes I really like to look at blaster shells from, just say, this is a piece of plastic perspective. This obviously has metal in it and stuff, but, what can you do with this? What can you paint it to look like? And it looks like so many different real steel variations of things with the iron sights and just the long barrel. It could be a long rifle. You could put a different stock on it and put an actual grip down here and have an AK. You could do so many different things, and it just is really, really, really cool for that. And I've seen a lot of these implemented into different cosplays. So if you see one at a thrift store and you're a cosplayer, definitely pick it up, because you can use this for basically infinite things. And even if you just do cheap cosplays, you can literally just like tape, spray paint. You got yourself a brown grip. Maybe do some silver up here, silver back here. You know, tape a little bit, brown. That's all you need, and you're good to go. And you got yourself a relatively realistic looking little cosplay piece for you that costs you probably like $5 at Goodwill and a little bit of spray paint. So yeah, these things are great for that. Moving along to the functionality of this blaster, I'm going to start with taking the mag out, because this is an important piece. And this is the other component of the blaster, which are really cool. These are my 3D printed shells that you can get on my Etsy, you know, shameless plug. They are 50 cents a pop, and they work really well. I just dropped it, and I'm not going to actually pick that up. But yeah, so these take full length and half length darts, and I will load all of them. It's a pretty good dart fit. It does increase FPS slightly. We're not working with a lot of FPS to begin with, so I will load this up. Now these mags are really difficult to load because they're using hard shells, so yeah, you kind of got to do it like that. It's actually easier to load with the 3D printed shells, but this one takes 5. If you load more than 5, it like ejects them all out the top, and then you kind of just like take it and then you shove it in there. Alright, so the functionality of this blaster is kind of weird, because the plunger tube is actually up here, and then there's a literal piece of tubing that runs to the back to make it so they can push air through the back. Now, to run this blaster, you gotta prime it, and that is depressing this hammer back here. You see that? Which I just think is so cool. But you prime it back, it will index a shell, and then it will slam the shell home, and you fire. And there was a half dart in there that I forgot about. That was probably like a 50 FPS shot. And then it will kick the shell out, which is just so cool. Here's a full length, guys. You know, it's not going to come back to me. Yeah, it didn't even come back to me. Flip. Just how cool is that? Like, it's so cool. I just really love this thing, and it has a very special place in my heart for being just one of the coolest blasters that I had growing up. I remember ejecting shells all over the place and just thinking that I was like, you know, this like Wild West type thing, or you know, I painted one of these black and like put some rails on it and made a tactical like shotgun type thing. It's just a really cool versatile blaster, and you know, getting back to like the roots of the hobby, where this is like essentially a toy gun and you're supposed to use your imagination with it. This really fuels the imagination. This entire blaster is just an absolutely amazing piece, and having these shells and stuff like that and being able to even just side load them is an absolutely amazing feature, and having them just eject like that is just such an amazing feature. You won't find Nerf blasters doing this nowadays. This is something that came and died in the old days, and it's a shame, but now we have cool things like this. So this is how I'm going to be doing the future of all of my reviews, because I have a very extensive repository of blasters that I'm not really doing anything with, and that I need to move out so that I can have more space for hardware and 3D printer filament and all kinds of other things, and so that Lydia can run around more. So what we're going to be doing is every time I review a blaster on the channel, I'm going to put it up on my Etsy with a link in the description. So if you want this exact specific blaster, you can get it. I'm pretty sure it's going to come with an extra mag and just a bunch of shells, so that you're ready to go with it and you can, you know, have some fun. That way, if you want to support the channel, you can actually pick up the specific blasters that I'm using in the reviews, and you can help me that way, which I super appreciate. And yeah, so that's basically that. I'm not sure if Lydia's gonna play nice right now, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like Lydia, leave a comment, and definitely subscribe and share this around. And if you had one of these as a kid, definitely comment. And if you painted one up or something like that, I'd absolutely love to see it, because these things are super, super, super neat. And I love mine, and I am going to sell it, but it has been a pleasure holding one of these again, and they are getting rarer, so definitely take a peek. But thank you guys so much for watching from me and Lydia. Please leave a like and subscribe. Lydia, can you look at the camera, please? Not me. Okay, well, we tried. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying cool and have a great day.